I'm Jade Athas, a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway, out creating connections in the community because community and real estate go hand in hand. I'm here today with Dan DeVirgilio, with Dan DeVirgilio Agency, so that he can share with the community what he wants you to know about his business.
Well, thank you, Jay. I really appreciate the opportunity to meet with you today. And I know there's a lot of good things that you've done in the community, and I hope to be as effective as you are. So thank you for this moment. Well, you know, I like them to know that I started my own independent agency in 1999 after being with Prudential for about 5 years and MetLife for around 11 years. So I took that experience and opened my own veterans-owned agency in 1999, and I built that agency based on being very concerned about my clients' needs and offering them good quality products that fit those concerns and risks that they have. Also at the best price. Being able to have access to over 15 individual companies for personal lines and for commercial lines allows you that opportunity to shop for them. We can't take care of every risk, but we do as many as that we can. This has allowed me to develop my agency with long-term relationships with my clients, lasting 20 or 30 years.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. One story I'll tell you is I have a client that I met in the early 90s. It turned out that he was the grandfather of, who was the father of children at the time, and then his children had children, so then he's a grandfather, and then he became a grandfather. So I have 4 generations of family, and I insure them all the way down. There's probably 80 to 100 members of that family that I handle the insurance for.
Wow.
That makes me proud that I had to do something right with that first conversation to continue on. And that's what my agency is about. Everyone knows about insurance, right? Everybody knows that. But it's the agent that should really matter to you most. And you probably realize that as a real estate agent. You need someone you can trust, someone who's reliable, someone that you can believe in their honesty and has good communication skills. Because there's a lot of messages and information we have to get out to those clients. And we've got to do it in a way that they understand it. And I know your success probably falls along that same way. And I'm really happy to be able to do that. So what else do I want them to know? Well, I'm also committed to serving in my community and other communities. I've been a Lion in Torrington Lions for 20 years. I'm still a member there. I'm also a member of the Wolcott Lions Club. I've been there now 3 years. I'm a member of the Wolcott American Legion, Post 165, for over 4 years. As a Lion, I served as a governor for the Litchfield County, Hartford County, and I was the council chair for the entire state. So I got to meet a lot of people, different walks of life, and it kind of opens up your eyes to different things and what you need to do. Of course, you know, I'm a veteran. I got drafted in 1971. That's when I got my first gray hair. And I don't know what happened after that, but that's when it started. Of course, when I was there, I wasn't happy to be there, but it did teach me a lot of things. So my military service has come into play along my life and some of the skills that I've learned there. I'm involved in a lot of activities for veterans. I'm involved with Veterans Day activities in our hometown, Wolcott. Patriots Day in April. I'm also chairman this year for a Memorial Day parade. We have a vigil and luminary service that we present. I'm on the committee with Stacy Perompetta. You might recognize that name. She's a past Miss Connecticut and Mrs. Connecticut and Mrs. Wolcott. Very good friends. Yeah. And I've also helped out with Flag Day. And other things I do, I'm also a constable in Wolcott. So I can't give a speeding ticket out, so you're safe there. Maybe a parking ticket, but I'm not too sure. And then you probably say, well, what do I do for fun?
Yeah.
Well, I have a second job. Okay. You might be able to guess what it might be. I really can't say. I do have a twin, and sometimes we use this agency as a front to kind of get into the neighborhood like that.
It's a magical
one, yes. Especially for children, you know, that's something that, you know, you give back, right? So Is there anything else I might be able to add for you?
What's the best way they can reach out or find information about how to contact you?
Well, one of the ways they can is to just call me direct, which is 203-509-3994. No, I'm not going to repeat it. But my email address is 27, Donato, which is really my first name, Donato, @gmail.com. Those are probably two best ways to contact me. But if you're on Facebook, you'll probably see me there a lot. I post a lot of different things. Not always to someone's favor, but one thing you know when you meet with me, you know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So there isn't like, gee, I'm not really sure I could read it. You know exactly who I am and what I can do. And I think that better serves the individual, the new client or customer, because there's nothing to hide, very transparent.
I like it. Dan, thank you for partnering with me. The Community Connection was brought to you by the Northwest Connecticut Chamber of Commerce.